Hi guys, I'm back. Remember me? I also have a different hair color, so that's fun. So as I crawl out of the dark trenches that I like to call a reading slump, I thought today would be a perfect day to film a fun video and a fun challenge video at that. Like many things, I am months late to filming this challenge video, mostly because absolutely no one challenged me to do it. But here I am, challenging myself. So this video is also sponsored by Book of the Month, and I promise I don't mean to have like every single video on my channel sponsored by them. I just have terrible time management skills. But it's okay, because we're working on that. I literally love Book of the Month so much, and if you don't know what they are, I will explain it to you. Book of the Month is a monthly subscription service where you get to choose 1 out of 5 different book picks every single month. They curate these 5 book picks based off of the most anticipated releases for that specific month. And it's great because if you are really busy or have terrible time management skills like myself and tend to just get lost in the moment or can't really look up like the new releases for the upcoming months or that month specifically, then Book of the Month will literally do it for you, and you get to just read the synopsis and pick out your most anticipated from that list. And if you don't see a book that you like for that month, or you just don't have the funds for that month, it's risk-free, meaning you can skip the month completely free of charge. They always have the best adult fiction novels that you can choose from, usually ranging from romance to thrillers to contemporary, all of that. If you can think of it, they have it. And they sent me over their 5 book picks for the month of March so I can show you guys. So the first of the 5 book picks this month was The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. And this cover, y'all, when I opened the box and I saw this, I was like, hold up. This is really pretty. So the next book pick for the month of March is The Final Revival of Opal and New, and this is by Dwayne Walton. And then we have In a Book Club Far Away by Tiff Marcello. This cover is just so nice. It gives me very much like tea party vibes. I don't know why, but maybe it's just like the flowers on the cover. Can you see that? There's flowers on the cover. And then they sent Too Good to Be True by Carola Lovering, and this very much looks like a thriller. Especially, I feel like you can just tell when a book is a thriller because of the covers. And on the back it says 1 love story, 2 marriages, 3 versions of the truth. So it definitely is a thriller. And the last book pick of the month of March is What's Mine and Yours by Naima Coaster. I will make sure to leave a link down to all of these books below so you guys can check out the synopsis on all of them. And if any of these sound like something you'd enjoy, make sure to use my link down below in the description box in order to get your first box for $9.99 using the code BOOKBUD. And a huge thank you to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video, and a huge thank you to you guys, because literally without every single one of you, this wouldn't be possible. So I love you all. Thank you. I'm really excited, if you can't tell. I haven't done a challenge video in a really long time, and today is a perfect day to do one. Okay, so if you didn't already know from the title of this video, I'm doing the Do I Have That Book challenge. Now, I've seen people do this so many times, and I loved like watching them, but I haven't watched any of these videos in a really long time because no one's done this video in a really long time. So I honestly do not remember any of the questions or anything like that. I also made sure to not look at any of the questions before filming, so I'm going into this pretty much not really knowing what the heck I'm going to do or if I have any of these books, on top of the fact that I also recently redid my shelves, if you've watched my book reorganization video. So I literally do not know where anything is. You'd think that I would know by now because it's been about like 3 months since I've done that video, but I still have to stand in front of my shelves and stare at them to find a book. So this should be very interesting, very fun. I have the questions on my handy dandy iPad. They are all right here. So because this is a challenge video, I want to actually challenge myself in doing this. So I'm thinking about maybe giving myself 10 minutes to find all of the books on this list. 10 minutes is my limit. Maybe I'm thinking about doing 15, but I think 15 is too long. I think 10 minutes is a good time frame to attempt to find all of them. That means I'm gonna have to find 2 books per minute. So let's see if I can manage that. I have a feeling I'm going to be running around like a chicken with his head cut off But that's the point, and that's the best part of challenge videos. I'm just gonna do a regular stopwatch, so I won't know if I've made it to the 10-minute mark. I'm just gonna try my best to make it to the 10-minute mark. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Do you have a book with deckled edges? I do have a book with deckled edges. Where do I put it? Where do I put it? Put it on the floor. Do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? 3 or more people on the cover. 3 or more people on the cover. Wait. Do I have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? Oh. Oh. Okay. Yes, I do. Do you have a book based on another fictional story? Another fictional story. Another fictional story, so like I can do like a retelling or something. Is there like, is that a thing? Another fictional story. Oh, wait, no, that's not a fiction. Is that a fiction? No, that's not a fictional story. Oh my god, okay. We're just gonna go with this one. Do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Oh my god, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it has 11. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my, I'm literally going to, this is wasting so much time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? That starts and ends with the same letter? I have to. I have one somewhere. Starts and ends with the same letter. Come on, Mika. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay. That was luck, honestly. Do you have a mass market paperback book? I do. I have a bunch of those. Ooh, okay, I'm just gonna use this one. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? Yes, I do. Wait. Hold on. Why am I freaking out like this? We're just gonna do this because. Do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Mika, come on now. You have plenty of these. Oh, okay. Wait, no, I don't want to use that. That's so basic. Let me just look, just in case. Yes, I'll use. Wait, no. Oh my god, fuck it. I'm just gonna use this one. Oh no, they fell. Okay, it's fine. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? 2 maps. Please have 2 maps. Please have 2 maps for Reborn. I'm begging you. Please have 2 maps. Please. Wait. No. Oh, it's 1 map, but they're on 2 pages. One has to have 2 maps. I know I have books with 2 maps. Does Serpent even have a map? I'm gonna literally lose it all. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm wasting so much time. No, she has 1 map. Okay. Okay, you tried and you failed, but that's okay. The Ash Princess has 2 maps. Oh my gosh. Yes! Do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? Yes, right here. Book written by someone who was originally famous for something else. So a celebrity, athlete, politician. I do. But the question is, where is it? Oh! Yes, I do. Okay. I'm running out of time. I'm literally running out of time. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? I do have a book with a clock on the... Wait, does clock work? One of them has to have one. If not, that's gonna be so upsetting. So you're telling me none of the Infernal Devices has a clock on the cover? I'm mad. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? Oh, okay. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? My initials are MA. This is the worst because I don't have my books in order by author name. So, MA. I'm not gonna find one. I don't think there is an author with MA. That's gonna take too long, so I'm gonna skip this question. Do you have a book of short stories? Oh my god. Wait, okay. I can use another Cassandra book for that. Do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages? Why do they have to be so exact with that? This is definitely not. Wait. Let me not speak too soon. No. Maybe Sarah J. Maas will come through for this? Do you think so? No, she won't. Just a note to anyone who's doing this challenge, wear comfy clothes because this was not a good idea. Okay, I'm spending too much time on this one, so I think I'm just gonna move on. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? I'm gonna use this one. This one's kind of basic. Whatever, who cares? Do you have a graphic novel? I do have a graphic novel. The last question is, do you have a book written by 2 or more authors. I know I could easily just go to like a Cassandra Clare shelf and pick one, but that would be too easy, and I'm trying to not have multiple books by the same author. Oh, this one. Stop. Okay. Now that I found as many books as I possibly could, I went through the list and picked out the ones that I wasn't able to answer. So I'm about to just go and look at my shelves and see if I can find the 3 questions that I couldn't answer. And yeah, wish me luck. And then I will show you all the answers to this challenge. And my time. When I tell y'all, I just sat here and tried to go through every individual book on my shelf, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I have way too many books to find these. So I think my original time is pretty accurate with what I have to deal with on my shelves currently at this moment in time. Okay, so my official time was 14 minutes and 52 seconds. If I didn't stay counting pages after pages, I think I would have made my time. But it's okay. It's fine. Let's go through the challenges. So the first question was, do you have a book with deckled edges? So originally I picked Shatter Me because it was the first book that I could think of that I knew for a fact had deckled edges. But I feel like everyone knows that Shatter Me has deckled edges. So when I was going through my shelves again, I decided to use Crave instead. This is by Tracy Wolf, and as you can see, it has deckled edges. The next question was, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? And for that one, I chose One of Us Is Lying because I saw the spine and there was 4 people on the cover. And yeah, I actually recently got this book, even though I read it years ago. So I'm really happy because I was looking at my shelves and I honestly do not think I have another book with 3 or more people on the cover. So this one will have to do for that question. Okay, the next question is, do you have a book based off another fictional story? And I do. I chose Winter Song by S.J. Jones, and this is basically a retelling of Labyrinth. So if you didn't know, now you know. I had so many other options I probably could have chosen on my shelves, and I still somehow decided to go with Winter Song. But I also love this book, so I'm not mad about it. So the next challenge was, do you have a book with a title that is 10 letters long? And this one also took me a minute. I kept almost getting them. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because it looked like it was gonna be 10, but it wasn't. But I finally found it, and it was Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. Honestly, I'm annoyed because while I was going through my shelves again, I realized that one of my favorite books also has 10 letters, and that's Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I definitely could have used this one if I would have just like slowed down and counted a little bit slower, but Rebel Belle and Legendborn have 10 letters in the title. The next challenge was, do you have a book with the title that ends and starts with the same letter? I chose Hush by Dylan Farrow. To be honest, this was just pure luck. I really just was in a frenzy trying to find one, and I couldn't find any, and as soon as I saw an H and an H, I was like, thank you, Jesus. So this book came through. The next one was, do you have a mass market paperback book? And of course I have Alona Andrews' Burn for Me. This again is one of my favorites paranormal romances. I talk about it all the time. If you're new here, you might not know that, but if you're not, you're probably sick and tired of hearing me talk about it. But I love it, and I'm happy I get to show it off again, and it's a mass market paperback, so we love that. The next challenge was, do you have a book written by an author with a pen name? And yes, I do. We have Chain of Gold by Miss Judith, aka Cassandra Clare. I remember being so shocked when I found out that this was not her actual name, because Cassandra Clare is just so catchy. But I guess that's the point of pen names, is they're supposed to be catchy and I guess make the reader want to pick up the book. I don't really know what the point of pen names are, other than like the obvious reason of them wanting to write under a name that's not theirs. But what was Cassandra Clare's reason? I want to know. Does anyone know that? If you do, let me know in the comments, because now I'm curious. The next challenge was, do you have a book with the character's name in the title? And I originally chose Winter by Marissa Meyer for this one, because that whole series, like all of the main characters' names are in the titles. So this was a very obvious choice. So I decided to instead go with Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. The next one was one I struggled with a lot. I'm sure you can see from the video, but it was, do you have a book with 2 maps in it? And I was running around like crazy. I couldn't find a book with 2 maps in it because I remember thinking that Fury Boy had 2 maps in it, but apparently I remembered wrong and it didn't. The book that I ended up finding 2 maps in was Ash Princess, and you know, I should have known this because first of all, look at the tabs. Like, clearly I really enjoyed this book. But yeah, it has 2 maps. It has one and it says, I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the kingdom, so I don't know why I was about to try. And then it has another one right there. So yeah. The next question was, do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? And I do. I have The 9 Lives of Chloe King by Liz Braswell, and this was on ABC Family, I believe. I forgot what year it came out, but I loved the show, and I think they only did 1 season of it. I don't know why. It was really, really good. I guess not enough people tuned in. It was honestly ahead of its time, but yeah. I love this show. Let me know if you remember The 9 Lives of Chloe King. I think I've talked about this before on my channel too, probably like in a past book haul. The next question was, do you have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else, so like a celebrity, athlete, politician, or TV personality? And I chose The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo by Amy Schumer. Honestly, I've never read this. I don't think I plan on reading it anytime soon. I got this for a readathon, I believe, like a few years ago, and I ended up not reading it. I think I needed a nonfiction, but I literally think this is the only like celebrity book that I own. So the next question is a touchy subject because it asks, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? And apparently I don't. I thought Cassandra Clare would have a clock on one of her book covers. I checked all of the Infernal Devices, and maybe I was looking too fast. Maybe there is one and I'm just crazy, but there apparently isn't. So I'm a little bit hurt and I feel a little bit led astray. So long story short, no, I do not have a book with a clock on the cover. Then the next question was, do you have a poetry book? And I do have a poetry book. It is called I Hope This Reaches Her in Time by R.H. Sin. A very short poetry book. Love it so much. I don't own as many as I want to own. Like, I really want to get more of R.H. Sin's works because I really, really like their works. But yeah, I literally think I only have this one in Milk and Honey, which is very basic of me, but what can you do? The next challenge was, do you have a book with an award stamp on it? And I chose The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. It has a National Book Award. It also has a Michael L. Prince Award. And then it also has a Pura Belopre Award. She just has plenty of awards, as she should. So the next question was, do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? And no, I do not have a book written by an author with the same initials as me. I feel like I've thought about this question before because that was one that I did remember from past videos, and I literally don't have a author with the same initials. If you guys can think of one with the initials MA, let me know. The next challenge was, do you have a book of short stories? And for that I chose another Cassandra Clare book. I tried my hardest not to choose like the same author, but Cassandra Clare is always just such an easy like go-to author because she has so many books. But I chose Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. The next question is one that is very upsetting, and it was, do you have a book between 500 to 510 pages? Because no, apparently I don't. I tried, I looked everywhere, and I know I do. Like, I think that's what's worse, is that I know somewhere on my shelf there's a book with 500 to 510 pages, but am I gonna go through each and every individual shelf of mine right now at this moment to look for that book? No, I will not. So maybe in a few days or so I'll get so frustrated that I'll just like get up and start looking. But for now, I don't think that I have a book with 500 to 510 pages. If you're watching and you see a book behind me or on my shelves that you know has that many, let me know, because now I'm really curious. The next question was, do you have a book that was turned into a movie? And I do. I chose one of my like favorite books that I read back when I was probably a freshman in high school, and that was Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. I love this book so much. I remember reading it in a day and then going to see the movie like a few weeks later when it came out with my friends, and we loved it, and it was just such a cute moment, and it brings back so many good memories. So yes, This one, if you haven't seen it or read it, you should. The next question was, do you have a graphic novel? And I do. It's Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. I have more, but this one is one I read recently, and it was the first one I saw, so I picked it up. And then last but not least, we have, do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? And I chose Punching the Air by Ibi Zeboy and Youssef Salam. So it took me 14 minutes and 52 seconds to find all of those books, which I now put back on my shelves, because if I didn't, I probably would not have remembered where the hell they went. That was so much fun. I love challenge videos. I really wish we can normalize bringing back challenge videos. I think one of the first videos I did on my channel was the first sentence challenge, and I used to love watching them when I was younger and when I was like first getting into booktube. So yeah, I had so much fun doing this. I challenge every single one of you watching to do this video. It's a lot of fun being able to like go through your shelves and see what you have and don't have. But I think that's it for this video. Make sure you check out Book of the Month in order to get your first book for $9.99 using the code BOOKBUD and my specific link down below in the description.
Just realized I forgot to say an emoji, so if you made it to this point in the video, leave down a diamond emoji below.
Let me know what I could have answered for the questions that I've missed, and also don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my socials. It'll be linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video soon. Bye. Mwah.
East and the west, I'm racking up on my bread, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've rest all night long. She putting me to the test, got a lot on, I'm trying to take out the rest.